Well, that was great.
Whoops.
Oh, hello
Hey, we're live.
there. We are now live. Oh my gosh, that was really embarrassing. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Art and Chatting. Oh my gosh, I showed everything, and it was not live. That was embarrassing. I am like choking right now. Evening, everybody.
Oh, that was funny.
That was
That's great.
hilarious, but it's like, hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm so sorry. This
I'm
is
glad I
the
asked.
Yeah, you glad you asked. I could have sworn they put. Well, everybody, so that you know, um, the the great and wonderful tech savvy Maria have forgotten to put on live and stream on it, and we were all talking. It was like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. All right, anyway, thank you so much. Okay, now I can say. Good evening, Dunadan. Look what I got, Dunadan. Let's do this again. Oh, look at that. I got
Hey.
a friend of mine. Yeah, I was just showing off backstage for about 20 minutes. That's so cool. This is going to be a forever thing. The internet is forever. All right.
That's
So
okay.
yes. So after having my really bad, embarrassing experience, I was just showing backstage Rachel, Dr. Rachel here, all the stuff that I've been getting through, you know, uh, from all the people, benefactors and friends. So thank you so much. It's very humbling. And yes, so we got Dunadan in the chat, and then we got Memes of Destruction. Hello, Memes. And we got Stunning and Brave Megatron. Hello, good evening. And yes, this is my super boomer moment.
We all have them. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. That's gonna go into my my diary of like boomer moments for 2025. Crystal, thank you so much. I would have been here sooner, but my mod for dreaming, but I'm a mod for dreaming Tabitha. Blame her. All right. Oh well, thank you. I also got yes, from Tara. I got some stuff from other people. I got a mic stand, and some Egyptian watercolor paper, and I've got to show you this here. I got my nib pen, my beautiful nib pen. Thank you so much, everybody who has been, who has contributed to the and the Amazon wish list. It's very humbling and I'm very happy and very, overwhelmed by all this stuff. So okay, I'm definitely going to blame Dreaming Tabitha for keeping it over there. So so let's get to it. So the last time that I did, I actually really like this. So I did a scene. Oh, but first of all, Dr. Rachel, since I had that great boomer moment, why don't you tell us again, or tell the public actually for the first time, because you told me, what we're going to be doing. What are you going to be doing?
Oh, well, for the first time ever, totally saying it for the first time. I, of course, as any artist usually does, I have many projects going on. You can even see one of them behind me. It's a pumpkin of Luigi. And of course, that's not done yet. It's been going on for like 2 months. But instead of working on that, I've decided, of course, I'm going to start a new project. So I'm just looking up some reference pictures, but I'm doing a fan art of Stitch and Toothless the Dragon just hanging out, being cute and adorable for a friend of mine. So she's actually going to be my maid of honor for my wedding this year. And I wanted to make it as a maid of honor gift.
Oh, that is very very personalized. That's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my gosh,
I love making art for people. Thank you. Yep, I love making art for people. That's like my favorite thing to do. Like all the birthday cards I hand make, and and Christmas cards I make for my family and friends. I as much as I can, I do those by hand as well. It's just
Oh,
fun.
that's so sweet. Wow. Yeah, I do a lot of things like that as well.
Hmm.
I do I really like to give like my Christmas gifts are usually hand done by myself, and I do it for very like close friends.
Hmm.
I did a dragon for a friend of mine.
Nice.
Yeah, so and she was super ecstatic because she had never like I crocheted it.
Okay.
So yeah, um it took me around like 20 hours to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was worthwhile. It was definitely worthwhile.
Hmm.
So, so yeah. So now, and the same friend actually, she received another gift from me because, um, she, it's more like a gift. It's like, oh, I really like that. I'm like, oh, you like it? Okay, here. So, okay, which was a watercolor painting that I did recently about of a dragon. Um, as if we didn't do enough dragons, right?
There's never enough dragons.
There's never enough.
Never enough.
Indeed. Never enough. So I'm gonna do the same sort of painting um, for my Etsy channel, for my Etsy yeah, my Etsy store that I want to put up. That I do
Nice.
have. I do have my Etsy store. It's just that there was really nothing on there. So yes, can confirm. And memes, you finally got it. You finally were able to get you know what I'm talking about, memes, the bookmark. We all
Yeah, I
love
want to see
dragons.
this bookmark.
Oh, memes has it in his on his Twitter account.
Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
I can't. Now here's the thing. When you want to do
Mhm.
something, the first time it just comes out so gorgeous, and then the second time, I don't know why, it doesn't come out
Mhm.
the same. It's like you want to do sort of the same thing, but it just doesn't happen.
Well, if you're trying to do it the same way, it's never going to happen that
Yeah.
way.
The same thing happens to me in storytelling. It's like the story's not going to come out the same way.
Hmm.
So, well, just I'll have to make do. And we'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to be using so I am a benefactor.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and literally many months later, says memes. Yeah. Well, I hope you don't mind if I put a little bit of music on.
I'll go for it.
Yeah. So this is a art stream, and I include the musical arts. So just gonna put on a loopy thing. Hang on a second. Is it this one that I always? Yeah. But I'm just going to pull it down. So for the public, I'm going to see if this looks a little bit better. There we go. That way, when you have your project on, it's going to look very nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So
for now, the audience just gets to see me looking really confused, staring at my screen, just looking up reference pictures. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a chillax stream. Just relax.
Mhm.
It's like no judgment whatsoever. So another benefactor from my Amazon wish list got me this, which is state-of-the-art metallic Winsor and Newton watercolors.
Those are so
And
cool.
they are so sweet. I'm so ready to use them. And
have you ever used ones like that before?
I have one, but from Temu.
Okay.
Which is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I have done a lot of I have worked with them, and they're not bad. But it's just like Winsor and Newton is one of the best brands that you got out there for for art supplies.
Yeah.
So like, I kid you not, these here cost you about like $50 Canadian, which is pretty serious money for art supplies. So that was insane. And yeah, I'm just super excited to use the pen and ink and these watercolors. So where's my reference? I do have a reference for my picture. At least I did. Here we go. And of course, my iPad had to die. Let's see here. I'm looking up my. I'm also looking up my reference photo. There it is. Ah, no, that's.
Never underestimate the power of good reference photos.
No, ever. So this is the one that I made, which is what I want to somewhat replicate.
Ooh.
I know it looks pretty sweet on camera, actually. It didn't look that great in real life, but
hey, don't say that.
Yeah, I like how it looks on the screen. It was nice. It's nice in real life, but for some reason it's like on the screen it's like wow. I guess it's concentrated. Like the colors and everything is just concentrated, so what I like about this is that clouds, you really can't go wrong with clouds because there's like no, there's no right way of doing clouds.
Clouds are so varied just in terms of like color and shape and size and everything.
Yeah.
I agree. There's no really wrong way to do clouds. I mean, you could try. But then you could just be like, it's an alien planet cloud. Sure, why not? We'll go with that.
Yeah, it's so true. Should just keep it to one color. I hope people can see. I think that's the problem with this light here. People can't really see. So I'm just going to step away for just a second. I'm going to pull down the light so that people can actually see what I'm doing. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, that is better. You guys can actually see. It's a little bit dimmer for me, but as long as you can see and I can see, we're good. I see swords.
No, definitely not. Those. So there's like one skinny one in the middle of those, and that one's a real sword that I've recovered from my brother when he was moving.
Ooh.
And then the other two are ones I've made out of craft foam. So one of them is Tila from He-Man, and then the other one is so one of my favorite cosplays to do is Belle from Beauty and the Beast, but to make her as a warrior princess.
Ooh.
And so she's got like the shield that you can actually see up on the wall as well, and the sword, which has the horns of the beast on it. Those are really fun to make.
You know, I think one of Battle
Bill. Yep.
And Stunning It Right by Michelle says, I'm drawing Robo Lion. Robo Lion? I don't know if I don't recognize that Robo Lion. Do you know anything about that?
Robo Lion?
No idea. Maybe it's like,
I don't know.
Like RoboCop, but Robo Lion? Could be. I don't know.
I'm gonna need to see pictures afterwards.
Yes.
As always.
Yeah, Megatron, you're gonna have to give us some references because that's what I think it is. A mixture of there it is. And it says Razor Claw from Transformers. He turns into a okay. That's pretty cool. Well, he is the man for Transformers. Okay. So obviously this is different from my previous one, but that's not an issue. Yes, each one is a work of art.
Naturally.
So the chat, how have you all been? How's been your week? My week has been insane with all that has been happening to me. But apart from that, it's been a very good week. A nice start to 2025, I have to say. Very, very nice.
Anything in particular that happened in the start of this year that you're really happy for or excited about?
I'm actually I really just wanted to quit my job this week. I've been so inspired so inspired. It's like, what am
Mhm.
I doing here? I should be at home, using this inspiration right now. Um,
Mhm.
but um, but yeah, I've been having like these spurs of inspiration for watercolor and paint um and I don't know. It's just, let me show you one that I just finished. Um, and I did put it up on my Twitter account because I really like to show my things.
Mhm.
So 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 I just did this one here, which is a
Wow.
nature scene,
Mhm.
and I almost gave up on this one actually because
Glad you didn't.
yeah, so I'm glad I didn't. But you see, there's an ugly part of watercolor, and there's a really, really like long stage of ugliness in watercolor until you define it, and then it just looks gorgeous. Um,
Mhm.
so it was like ugly stage, ugly stage, ugly stage, ugly stage. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be terrible. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should just like start over. And then so no, I said no. Keep pushing yourself
Mhm.
and see where it goes. And then I started defining it. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I finished it. It's like, okay, I liked how it fit. I liked how it ended. It started off horrible and it ended up really nice. So, and then
Nice.
the previous week I did this one here on the live stream. So,
Mhm.
I finished it. I started it off. I didn't finish it, but I finished it with like the details, and I was really happy with how that ended. As you can see, it's already in a plastic, um, ready to be shipped for anybody who wants these. But I haven't put them on my Etsy shop yet. I wanted to get like a nice, um, stack, and then
Mhm.
I would put it on because it's not worth having just like 3 or 4. So yeah. And Dunadan says my week was good till my coworker rear-ended me this morning. Ouch. Oh, I'm so
Wow.
sorry. That's horrible. Sorry to hear that, Dunadan. But it's almost the weekend, which is great. This is why I love Thursdays. I have my live stream and it's almost the weekend. So. And then Tara Crystal says, terrible. You need work to get money to pay the bills and live. I know. I know it's
Yeah.
terrible that oh, my day job. So it's unfortunate. Like, I wish my day job was this. Nice.
Your day job full-time or part-time?
No, full-time.
Oof.
So, and it's not even like it's in a place where I'm very thankful to be there, but I've never worked in it in a type like this, so I've been at it for like about a year now. I'm actually a receptionist right now.
Okay.
Because I'm a teacher by profession.
Mhm.
But the job market right now is super hard. So I haven't been able to get a job as a teacher again. Though I have been applying.
Mhm.
No,
I
even
hear you. I'm in that same boat. I'm also
Really?
a teacher. Yep, working part-time at the moment, and then have also a part-time day job in retail. That
Oh,
is
there you go.
absolutely disgusting and killing my soul. Just every year, so many applications for teaching, but nobody's
Nobody.
seems to want to hire full-time teachers.
Yeah. Especially art teachers. I've been applying to art teaching. I don't have an art degree. I am like many artists in which they just I've just taught myself.
Yep.
So, oh, you are ready.
I think so. Okay, I have my idea.
Okay,
Finally.
good. So, and I'm really thankful for the place. The place where I work is really nice in a sense that the people there are so nice. It's like they know I'm an artist, and my boss also knows I'm an artist, and he's just super. Well, one of my bosses, because I have like several. He's very supportive. Has purchased pieces from me, and
nice.
yeah, very, very good person. Just a lovely person, my boss. I'm really thankful to be working there. At the same time, it's like well, yes, but it's also like I need to be doing things that are my are in my profession, you know. Even part-time. It's like I've been applying to part-time jobs to see if also to expand my portfolio. Because as an art teacher, at least you can keep working on whatever project that you're doing.
Yep.
And that way, you know. So yeah, but the market right now is very difficult. So, and I am super grateful at the place that I'm working at. So they're just lovely people. Okay, so now I'm gonna wait until this is dry, and in the meantime, while this dries, because I need to do, so I'm gonna do the dragon here. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on another thing. Because one is never enough.
Gotta have multiple projects going at all times.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know which one to use because I have the 9x6 with the 8x8. I am so... what should I do? Better work at a place... Better work at a good place you don't like than a bad place you despise. Yep. Terra crystal, that is just pure wisdom right there. Let's try the 8x8. This one I got first. This was my first gift, wish list gift that I got. So let's do this one here. Premium handmade stuff. Wow. And even though some people don't believe it, I do want to secure the border. Secure the borders here. I should write fortune cookies. And why is that, Terra Crystal? You think you got a knack for fortune cookies? Don't get me wrong. Being a fortune cookie maker is a pretty interesting job there.
Seems fun.
You probably, yeah.
I always joked with my parents that I should be making cards for Hallmark.
It's true. Well, I do have like...
I could do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You know, a friend of mine who purchased some Christmas cards, because I did have Christmas cards, but thanks to Canada Post there, I wasn't able to put them on my Etsy shop because I would have been able to send them. You know? Thanks, Canada Post. Yeah. It's very nice of you. Anyway, so a friend of mine purchased them. She said, you know, you should make more cards, like Valentine cards. I mean, why? Why do Valentine cards always say, I adore you when I don't really adore you? And, or it's like, and or just very, really cheesy, tacky friendship ones. It's like, you should make some, why can't I get something in between?
Hmm.
You know? And I'm like, the woman is right.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
It's like, so she was dating a guy at that time who later on it just didn't work out. So she just said, you know what, I'm done. And I'm like, you go, girl. That's it. You know, it's like, don't. And she was like, yeah. It's like, if I am recently dating a guy and I want to give him like a Valentine's card, I'm just getting to know him. Why do I have to say I can't live without you when it's not true? And I'm like, those are facts, man. Facts. So she's like, can't you do like Valentine's cards that are somewhere in a nice in between?
I would love to see those cards. The like in between. It's like, hey, we're just first starting to date. You seem cool.
It's like,
get me flowers for Valentine's Day.
It's like, I'm fond of you. You know?
You are really keen. Just like go all out with the cheese.
That'd be so hilarious.
I kind of want to make one for my fiance now. Great, new project added to my agenda.
This is like my to read list. It just keeps growing all of a sudden. Yep. It's like, what? Why do we have 150 books? Why did I add these?
Can't help it.
Oh my gosh, it's so true.
Chat, if any of you have ideas for these just getting to know you Valentine's Day cards, I'd love to hear them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And look, let's see. First, Sunny and Mary Child says, don't let me write in fortune cookies. I just write naughty fortune cookies. Oh no, Megatron, you would write pun fortune cookies, or really bad dad joke fortune cookies. Mm-hmm. This man one night on my stream, it was just pun after pun, a dad joke after dad joke. Him and somebody else, I don't remember who. Maybe it was Stig, who is actually here. Stig, what's up? Stig. The great DM. Hi there, Maria and company. Hope you are well. Yes, we are. It is Dr. Rachel who is accompanying me here tonight. She's doing a new project as always, and I'm doing 2 projects at the same time. Aren't we just dandy? I'm going to push my screen to the side. I'm just starting off a new project here with the new 8x8 hand-pressed watercolor paper that I got from an Amazon wish list. Gifter, thank you so much. You know who you are. And look who is here tonight. It is the Raving Tabitha, the recently monetized queen herself.
Yay!
We had so much fun on our stream. Well, I always have fun on our streams. So
I love
sweet.
her streams.
Yeah, they're so great. She was just recently on a stream right now with her by herself. So can't get enough of her. So, and yes, be sure to hit that likes and hit that notification bell so that you can't miss any surprise streams. If I do hit the go live button, of course.
Hey, someone will always be there to remind you.
Thank you so much. Tara Crystal says, guys don't know how to express feelings of fondness to a woman, hence Valentine's cards. A guy's Valentine card would simply say, you're pretty, I like your butt. Thank you, Tara.
You know what?
Crystal.
That works.
Thank you.
Hey, that works for me.
And then it's, are you from Cybertron? Because you're more than meets the eye. I hope I didn't get canceled for this. That is hilarious, man. And Paper Tom says, I'm stressed out. I had to figure out lion feet. Ouch. You know how to draw them, yes, of course. I hope you did. I gotta check out that stream with her super fancy dancy thing that she has, the she has this really cool like leather journal, and I'm like so envious. Oh, it's so gorgeous, absolutely stunning. It's really nice. So yeah. All right, I love ships and boats for some weird reason. I just love them.
Hey, they love you too.
Oh, thank you so much. Just shit. I hope that now this can go really bad, which is this stream is very humbling because they can see where everything goes just wrong. And where it ends up right. So we'll see what happens. Put it on. Oh, I do have it on my wish list actually. And Tabitha, you have no idea how many things I've been getting these past few days. It's insane, insane. I am so humble. I got a laminator from my Amazon wish list. A laminator. I got this wonderful Indian ink, which I'm super excited to use with my new dip pen, and I got this, which I'm going to use actually right now on my dragon thingy, which is Winsor & Newton metallic watercolors. I've got a wonderful mic stand from Terra Crystal. Thank you again so much. I got more watercolor paper. This is another watercolor paper that somebody got me. You know who you are. And yeah, it's been crazy, so crazy. But it's like no pressure, but I want to see you work. So wow, wonderful. So and. Oh my gosh, I'm now I'm scared to put up Megatron's comments, but let's go. Let's be brave. Says we're gonna be brave. Hey, I've got an anatomy exam this week. Would you like to be my study partner? Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Stig says, no Valentine's Day in Norway. We just have to tell the girl we like her straight up. Hey, some people really like just, straight up stuff. It's like, why go around, why beat around the bush? Just, I like you.
Yep. The sooner you get that over with, the sooner you can start dating and have, a great dating life with that person. So might as well.
Agreed.
Or the worst they say is no, and then you know right away you can move on to somebody else.
Very true. That's true. And Turcosa says, ships are nice. Play Steve with Thieves with Tabitha. And it says, who knew promoting your Amazon wish list would just get you stuff from fans? All right, thank you. Yes, it's true. It's just that, okay, I have to confess, I am very bad at asking for stuff. I'm like just really bad at it. It's, I don't know. I can't explain it, but yeah. But it's true. If you don't ask, it'll never get to you, so. So I was really curious what you'd use the ink for. Oh, this ink is Indian ink, which actually the Winsor & Newton one that I have here is good for nibs. And this nib actually that is for comic and manga specifically. So we'll see if we'll use it for that. But yes, that or calligraphy. Well, Indian ink is not good for calligraphy pens. Actually, just be careful with that. But it is good for apparently these stylus pens. So. You guys really can't see too much because I'm actually I'm using a light blue at the moment. So, but you will see it in just a minute when I start adding. The trick about watercolor, everybody who's in the chat, is watercolor is staining the paper. So once you do, it's done, it's over. You don't like it, you start over. Oh my gosh. Stiggs. As Stig says, I once dated a German. I dated a German lady once. Didn't work out. She was 9 out of 10. I'm sorry to hear that.
Loving all of these jokes in here.
Oh, like I said, there was once a stream, it was like, whose joke is it anyway? It was like, it was dad joke after dad joke. It was crazy.
See, I love dad jokes. I will always appreciate dad jokes forever. Don't even test me on that. I will. Even the worst ones, I will just always appreciate them.
You know that there's this account of these 3 guys on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen them. 3 guys that are always in military camouflage and sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And they're behind the 3 of them tell dad jokes whispering. It's hilarious. Okay. I can share it later on what the account, but they just tell like dad jokes, like, for example, what do mermaids use to wash themselves?
I don't know.
Tide. So it's like dad jokes.
Yep.
Pure dad jokes. It's hilarious.
Oh,
it's really good. They're really good. So, I even got a tutorial here. Hey, who knew? All right. If you can't use ink, you're incapacitated.
I'm just looking at all the dad jokes in the chat.
Oh
I feel like you're never going to have me back here again, just because I'm encouraging so much of this. It's cool. Thanks for having me this one and only ever time again.
No, I appreciate dad jokes as well. Dude, I follow these guys, and they're like some of them are like really bad dad jokes, and I just chuckle with them. It's hilarious.
Even the worst ones that, like, aren't great jokes, will still get a chuckle from me. It's still an appreciative chuckle.
Oh, I remember now. It was Stig. It was Stig with Megatron. Both of them. Is it? The only dad joke is when the punchline is apparent. It's true. Here we go. It's like, what do you say around the egg whites? They can't take a yolk.
Yeah, Stig. Then it's just a guy joke. If it's not apparent.
Dad joke. It says.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the vegetable church? Let us pray. And Steak says, dated an Arab lady once. She was a 10, 9, 8. Oh man, that's cruel. Am I gonna get?
Yes.
Am I gonna get vetted for that?
Nah. I hope not.
Yeah. Well, if I do, it's for a good cause.
You can blame me for encouraging all of this. I'll take that fall.
It's hilarious. Oh, JM the Elite Fan is here. Hello, sir. Welcome to the channel. This is the first time I see you here. Thank you so much for dropping by. We are here doing our own things, actually. It's like, this is an open concept art stream, so where people do what they want at the pace that they want, and we just chat, and you guys can see the good, the bad, and the ugly of behind scenes of how we make art, like artists. Which is, actually pretty good. I feel like I needed this this type of challenge so that also so people can see how hard it is. Sometimes we have our you can say what is it called, the block, the artist block, and it's like, oh, this is looking so bad, and all of a sudden afterwards it's like, oh, this didn't look so bad in the end, So welcome there. And Megatron says, my girlfriend keeps accusing me of cheating. She's starting to sound like my... Ouch, now that's harsh. And Dreamy Tabitha says, what are our art inspirations? Oh, well, I'm kind of doing different things, actually. I have 2 things right now on the works. Literally, I'm just waiting for the other one to dry off, and I'm working on a scene in oh my gosh, talking about blockage. It's like, dude, I can't even talk. A marine scene, because I love marine scenes, and nice. Yeah, and Dr. Rachel here is doing an inspiration, like a crossover, not a crossover, but like a joint. A joint picture of Stitch and I think it is Toothless, right? For your friend here, it's going to be your maid of honor.
Yep. Yeah, she's been my best friend since we were very little, so like we knew each other when we were 5, and weren't very close then, and then we met again 5 years later and still weren't very close, and then we met again 5 years later and we said, you know what, let's just stick around this time. And so We've
That's so
been
nice.
best friends the last 20 years now. And yeah, she's going to be my maid of honor in a couple months when I get married. So I want to make her a nice little handmade gift. She's a big fan of Stitch. Whenever I see her, she will always do the voice of Stitch, just to annoy me. And so I'm like, all right, you just need your own Stitch then. And she also really loves Toothless, and I love drawing dragons. So I'm like, you know what? You can
Let's
have
put them
both.
together.
Yeah.
Let's put them together. Nice.
And I was like, there's no way this is the first time somebody has put these two together. And I'm looking online for, like inspiration and my usual reference pictures. And I'm like, yep, there is more fan art of these two together than there are pictures of them in the actual movies. I'm like, yep, that sounds about right.
Okay. That's cool. I don't know if you follow DeviantArt, but there's a lot of that stuff in DeviantArt, and I just really like that platform for art, because it just okay, I need to, how do I do this? It just gives a lot of inspiration, and I use that not really to interact, but more like an art portfolio. So
Okay.
all my work goes into that platform, like the pictures. So just, I'm really lazy in the sense that I'm just really lazy to create a separate platform. So
that's not laziness, though.
Isn't it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Because it's like, oh my gosh, now I got to do another platform. It's like, oh my god, no.
Yeah, there's too many out there. That's helpful, because you can find art everywhere, and that means a lot of people are making art, so much so that you can't contain it on one platform. At the same time, it's like, okay, where do I put my art to get the most traction or attention? And
It's true.
like, which platform is better, or like, when's this one gonna, how long is it gonna last before it goes under or isn't popular anymore?
Yeah.
There's pros and cons of it.
Oh wow, you guys have written a lot. Wow. Okay, so where do I start? Oh my gosh, these are all
mostly dad jokes.
It's mostly dad jokes. Wow, I can't really go through all of them. Well, let's just. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Let's just go for the last one. Oh, Tara Crystal says, how about a picture of Stitch riding Toothless? That'd be cute. That'd be interesting.
Would be very cute. It's funny because a lot of the art I've seen of Stitch and Toothless together, they look so much alike, especially in like head shape and claws, and it's really cute, but it's also very helpful. It's like I can see why, from an artist perspective too, why people do those two together. Never really noticed it, and now I will never not notice it.
That's impressive. No, it's like when you see something. I can't believe I didn't see this before, and now it's like, oh, now I can't unsee it.
Yep.
It will be forever there. And oh, look who's here! It's the Gilkman. Oh my gosh!
Hey, Thomas.
Gilkman, thank you so much for dropping by. This is your first time on this on my live stream on my channel. Thank you so much. And you have a comment here. So Rachel, my mom loved your dragon on our stream. So cute. And Maria, my mom was so impressed with yours because of the cheese character.
The cheese character is great.
I have to say that I looked up the reference for that. Okay, this is going really badly, but that's okay because this is not supposed to be my main one. My main one is this, by the way. So I'm just going to put this aside for the moment until it dries. And here is the other one that I was working on here. This is the main one that I'm working on today, which is again the dragon. And it says, Maria, don't let Thomas fool you. He's only here for the bookmarks. Oh yeah, so Meme is a proud owner of one of my Magic Knights Ray Orth bookmarks, handmade bookmarks and laminated bookmark. Because last year they turned 30 years of my favorite and one of my favorite animes of all time, which is Magic Knights Ray Orth. It's the story of three girls who go to another land, and they have to rescue a princess. Classic, but still, you know, it's like it's a lovely story, you know. And I've always been a big fan of that, and they turned 30 years. So
wow.
Yeah, 3 people got 3 different bookmarks. One was Bone, another one was Miss Martin Muses, and finally Memes of Destruction got the 3rd one. And yeah, I was really proud of that. It took me quite some time to make them, but I was really happy with the results. So and the Guiltman says, Maria, don't let Memes fool you. He's a master troll. And I have to say, along with Memes, I can confirm this. So
yep, I can also confirm. Honestly, both of them are trolls.
Yeah, both
love them both.
Yeah, both are special trolls in their own special ways.
Yes.
And Tara Crystal says, I remember watching the first 2 episodes a long time ago. Yeah. Well, they're back. I mean, if it turned 30 years, it was back in the 90s, right? Tara Crystal. So it was just one of my favorites alongside Sailor Moon. I'm a big anime fan, especially from the 90s anime. I thought they were just so great, and you know, the thing was gorgeous and stunning, just to start off with that. And then the storyline was just so original that what was there not to like about it? Stuff. So Tabitha is being master of the trolls sounds cool. So I may do another giveaway very soon. I don't know. Maybe in the next stream, I can do a little giveaway of perhaps a little piece. Send that one on its way. Who knows? Surprises. You gotta be here though, because it was the people who were in the chat were the ones eligible to win one of these beautiful bookmarks. Even my mother was there. My mom was in the chat that night.
How often do you do the bookmarks?
It really depends on the whim and what the project is. So I really like bookmarks. This was an experiment also as to see how well they would turn out. But I think I've done other bookmarks before. I just don't remember. Everything's kind of fuzzy now because it's I've done so many things in the last year that it's like I can't even keep up with my own self. So
that's fair.
Kara Kirsta says, correct. I was big into Japanese culture in the 90s. I quit in the early 2000s.
Quit?
I learned Japanese because of it. It's like I dedicated myself to learning Japanese because of the anime. And I'm very happy with that. If I could take it again, I would.
It's dedication.
Yeah, no, it was and my mom was smart. My mom was smart because she said, "Oh, you want to learn Japanese? Because it's another language. Opens so many doors." So she's the one who put me into private classes for Japanese. So it's like, yeah, just go for it. And I'm like, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So MJ the Elite Fan. JM the Elite Fan says, when you think 30 years ago, it still means 1970s, but it's actually 1995. It's true. No, I have won giveaways 4 times on streams, actually. One was a scam. The guy did the giveaway to get subs, never shipped.
Wow.
That's kind of sad, no?
Marie is not like that, though.
No. I have one. I do have to have a giveaway for Rayron, but he's going to be out and about, so I'm going to hang on to his until he comes back, and then I'll send it on his way. But I did promise him a little giveaway of something. No, and he really likes dragons, so I may give him a print of this that I'm doing right now.
God, Stitch has such weird toes.
I know. This is the frustration, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we go through.
Oh, toes, they're so difficult.
Oh, hands. Hands for the life of me. I cannot do hands. Oh.
Hands are pretty bad. That's why I like drawing creatures, because it tends to be a lot easier for me.
So I recently had a friend, an elder friend, who's like, she asked me, so what are you going to crochet next? I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to crochet like a another dragon, or maybe a and she's like, why do you always do animals? And I think to myself, like, it's true, I always do animals for some reason. And it's not like I don't like to crochet dolls, I do, but It's
Mhm.
just like fantasy creatures just call to me so much that it's like I love doing fantasy animals. You know, she's not a fantasy fan at all. She just really doesn't like fantasy.
Mhm.
She respects it, but she's doesn't really like it that much. So she's like,
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah, it's fine, but it's like, why do you do so many animals? And I'm like, it's true.
I don't know. For me, I've known I always much prefer making animals or aliens or something than people. I hate doing people. I feel I'm so bad at it. I've tried so many times. It's just nah.
So
People's not my thing.
I have been working on my anatomy lately, which is I'm very proud to say that I have been, getting better at it, but it is super difficult to do. So yes, I totally feel you right there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's super out of my comfort zone. My oil professor is a portrait artist, so he does a lot. Yes, no, he's insanely good, and he's also a fantasy artist. I didn't know this until I found him on DeviantArt, and I'm like, Ian's on DeviantArt, and he's like this crazy dark fantasy illustrator, and I'm like, dude, this guy's so cool. Yeah.
Makes you earn so much more respect for like teachers or mentors when it's like them in the context of the classroom, right?
Yes.
And then you get to know them outside the classroom. You're like, oh wait, you're actually cool, and you do all these other cool art things that we never do in the classroom.
It's so true. Yes, and I'm like, wow, why don't you teach us this stuff? Of course, the course had just finished when I actually found it. And I'm like, no, I could have asked him, but he is mainly a portrait artist, and he does these insanely good pieces in oil. And he really likes the old masters like Caravaggio or but he was trying to get me to do a one of his portrait courses, but I'm like, oh gosh, I feel like I can't do this. With all due respect, man, I think I just can't do portraits.
Like, dude, you're cool. Don't make me lose that coolness factor for you.
It's true.
Don't make me do that.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by, GM, the Elite Fan. Remember, if I earned your subscription tonight, I'd be so happy. Thank you so much for dropping by.
Take care, JM.
Bye-bye. A knitted Torodo. Now we're talking. I can do that. That's pretty easy to do. And yes, Teresa knitted stick a face hugger from Alien. It's on my wall next to my DVD shelf. Oh man, I hate that guy. Oh gosh, no.
I can't do face huggers.
I can't do no. Nope. That's one that's one area that I cannot. Oh, it's just scary. They're just really scary.
It's one of those things of like, I love horror movies. I've grown up with them so much more, just like some monster movies and some like thrillers. I've never been a huge fan of like slasher gore stuff. Not really up my alley. I like more of the like intense thriller, really get your mind going and stuff. And so I like the Alien franchise, especially the first 3 of them. But face huggers have always creeped me out so much. Can't.
Well, you're talking to a person who gets scared with gremlins. It's like, I cannot do gremlins for the life of me. And when I was co-host with R2 the Icky and JT in After the Weekend, they would they would tease me so much because I hate gremlins. I'm like, they just creep me out so much. And I can't do aliens. I'm sorry.
That's
That
okay.
is horror movies. I'm more of a psychological horror. I prefer, for example, Sixth Sense, if you can call that a horror movie, or I actually like, I actually really like the Blair Witch Project. I thought it was a great movie. Really scared the heck out of me, but at the same time, it wasn't like Leprechaun or like a slasher movie. I thought it was a great horror movie.
No, I agree.
So yeah. And Meme says aliens had the creeps had the creepies on many levels. Yeah, definitely. My YouTube channel is dedicated to movies I like. My video tonight was the thriller movie Vengeance is Mine. Guy wants revenge after his wife and daughter are killed. Okay, that sounds awesome.
I feel like I need to rewatch a lot of the classic monster movies because of Universal opening their new park in a few months.
Okay.
And like, do you know much about Universal?
No, I have not been to Universal ever, but
so they have a few new parks opening. They're gonna do one that is How to Train Your Dragons. Another one that's Super Mario World. Another one that's yet another Harry Potter area. And then the last one is one I'm super excited for is all the classic monsters. So Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, all those.
Wow.
And so I love those really old classic monster movies. So I'm very excited for that park to open. So I want to rewatch all those classic monsters to, like get me in the mindset. I think it opens in May, and it's a huge addition. It's a whole new park, and it's bigger than like the others combined.
Wow.
It's a huge area.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. I think they're doing a great job in doing that then, because just I don't know, man. Classic movies are just like so great. They're just so great.
It's the writing, the character work, the acting is so well done. I appreciate them so much more. My fiance and I went to see Nosferatu. The new one in theaters. And? That was so good. I don't want to give any spoilers in case, anyone hasn't seen it yet and wants to, but it was so good. It was so well done. I want to go see it again.
Wow. I think rewatch it. I'd love to rewatch movies, but I think the only movie that I've rewatched in theaters, like several times, and this was really back in the day, was Anastasia. Yep. I watched that movie 4 times in the theater. I could not get enough of it. It was so good, and still to this day, I love that movie. It's just so gorgeous. It's so
That's the animated one, correct?
Yes, that's the animated one. Yeah, well, the live action ones are not really to my taste right now, except Cinderella. We were just talking about this with a colleague at work, who's a big Disney fan herself, and she did watch like The Little Mermaid, and I was like, yeah, but The Little Mermaid, I don't know. And she's like, listen, her voice is great, but I didn't like the casting. And I'm like, you're right, Who was this actress? Help me out there.
For the live action.
It's not Ariana Grande.
It's like it's not Halle Berry. It's
no.
It's very similar. It's a name that's really similar to it.
Okay. No, it's not Ariana Grande. That's Wicked. which I am actually, I'm willing to see it. They say it's a good.
I've heard a lot of great things about Wicked.
Yeah.
And I saw it on Broadway. It was fantastic.
Ooh, that's sweet. That's just sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have the privilege to see. I saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child in theater.
Oh.
Hale Bailey, there she is. Hale Bailey.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that her voice is stunning. It's like out of this world. But it's like The Little Mermaid was from the Netherlands, like that area. So give it a Caribbean, thing was just like
it's a weird decision.
Yeah.
No, I'm right there with you.
So it's just
and then
me.
the whole Snow White one coming out.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. For me, it's like mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of them all? And that's Gal Gadot. And I'm like, my queen, you will never be, you will be forever the fairest of them all. Don't even think there's competition.
Yep.
So it's
there's no. Well, it's like even the showrunners had to admit that Gal is fair, just beauty-wise, because they changed what it means. They changed what fairest of them all means. But for me, I really love the movie Mirror, Mirror.
Oh, okay.
That was a really good live-action take on Snow White.
Okay.
I thought that was a really cute movie.
Is that Julia Roberts?
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
Julia Roberts and Lily Collins.
I have not seen it. I have to say.
I thought that was cute.
Okay. I'm very open to like new ideas as long as they respect the lore and where it comes from. Like for example, my favorite, like I said, my favorite one of all time is Cinderella with Lily James. I think it's a gem of a movie, a gem. It's like so gorgeous. All the characters play super well. Lily James is Cinderella. She is Cinderella. And the prince, and they added things, they added new stuff to that movie. That like for example, my favorite scene is the death of the king, in which you see the prince, vulnerable, but at the same time it's so heartwarming, and it's a new take, it's a new scene that they added, and I thought it was just like perfection. It's like, wow, what a scene. I didn't even care that the guard was black. It's like I didn't see it. I didn't care. It was just so good that my thing is like, oh, he shouldn't be here. It was not in my mind. It was just later on that they started, like when they started pushing these things so much that it's like, dude, just stop. Don't. There's no need.
Yeah, they're trying way too hard. And because of that, they're prioritizing, certain casting over a good storytelling and good writing. And so you're hiring these people who look a certain way, but they can't act. They don't have chemistry with the people they're supposed to have chemistry with on screen. The writing is abysmal, and it just fails in all other directions.
And it's so sad because I feel very sad for the actors and the actresses, because they're trying to do their best.
Oh yeah, no, it's not their fault. Like they're going for these roles, and they're being, directed to act a certain way, and they're told to get certain roles, and they're trying their best with, what they're given. And they sort of just, even if they know it's a crappy movie, they can't say that because, they got to get people in the theaters. Yeah. So I feel bad for them as well.
Now, kudos to the people who do like it. It's fair that you like it. I have a friend who was very, very, hesitant to watch The Little Mermaid in this case. But when she watched it, she just loved it so much. And she's like, haters will be haters, but I love this movie. And I'm like, good for you. I'm not going to be one of those people who like it probably because, it's so charged that I can't unsee the things that they did.
Yep.
So, but I'm so happy that you do like it, because I want people to enjoy movies. Like, not a person like, no, hate it. No. So, yep. And Dreamy Tabitha says, Wicked is awesome. The women just ruined the press tour. Oh, okay, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I've heard good stuff about it. I am super eager to watch it. So we will see what happens. Ooh, I am so excited for this. Okay, so I just opened my little case of Winsor & Newton watercolor, like metallic watercolors, and I'm so excited. And do my little hand thingies, like. So they should have made her kinda, and do a live action. Oh, that would have been Kida, and do a live action. Yeah, and that would have been interesting. You see, there are so many different. There are so many different stories out there that you can do, and these actresses and actors really do want to have a chance, and fair for them. They want to have their chance at Hollywood. They want to have their chance at being in one of these live action films, and why not? But make them their own character.
Yeah, it comes down to you need better storytelling. You need to write more original stories and get new generations on board with new characters instead of rehashing the same ones over and over again, because people simply don't want that.
Agreed. Now, Tara Crystal here has his theory. It says, I'm convinced Disney and Hollywood in general are doing remakes of their own stuff because they believe they're not politically correct. They're trying to fix what isn't broken. Yes, but I have another theory, and it's that they're doing the live action of these and doing remakes of these because they're coming up to the 50-year mark. So once it hits 50 years, it's technically public domain. So in order to keep that copyright, they need to. I believe that they need to remake it so that nobody else can use it. This is my theory that I heard from somewhere else, which I thought was really interesting and actually pretty accurate. But again, it's a theory. I could be wrong, and there are many other people who think differently. So,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, just adding my own, theoretical cap onto it. I think there's a lot of, wisdom in what you said, Maria, just in terms of, it's coming up on the 50-year anniversary. They want to keep the interest going. I think a lot of people's ideas hold some truth. Yes, I do think they're like, okay, well, we got to keep the interest going, and people are already interested in these stories, so let's keep that audience. And it can also be, people are creatively bankrupt, so they just go in and make movies that they know were successful, and they just change it just enough to get their own political spin on it. I think there's a lot of different reasons why these types of movies are made, and I do see some merit in everyone's arguments, honestly.
You said something that triggered in me a comment, but I don't remember what it's like. The 50th anniversary. Oh, forget it. I'll remember afterwards. But Megatron says, I always thought Disney should have gone the Tangle route animation wise. Then it came to remaking the Disney classics, like the action takes away the magic. If it's done well, I think that it doesn't. Like I said, what they did with Cinderella was absolutely great. It was a wonderful movie. I can rewatch it again and again and keep enjoying it. It really depends on how you make them. Unfortunately, what they're doing is they're going for diverse, quote unquote, diversity, and that's what's killing it. They're putting quotas over quality, and that's what's killing their industry. Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. Also, the fact that when you said that they're like creatively deprived, that is very
creatively
true.
Bankrupt.
There we go. Creatively bankrupt. But here's the thing. People nowadays, people say, "Oh, you know what? Make new movies." Unfortunately, they do make new movies like Wish and there was another one, a few of them there that they try to make movies, new movies, but they're so bad at it that it's like no, dude, you know what? Stick to what you know. But it's not like they haven't done new movies. They have. It's just that they've been really bad.
Yep, they don't really know how to come back to writing really good characters, and it comes back to they're trying so hard to be politically correct or put the right messages in and blah 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 that they don't know how to just write good stories, write interesting characters, write funny jokes, and so and they also don't know how to really advertise these new characters and these new franchises, and so they kind of just get lost, and they take that to mean, oh well, no, people don't actually want new stories and stuff. It's like, no, we do. We just want good
stories.
It can't just be new; it has to be good.
Yeah, agreed. Or here, Tabitha says, rumor had it Wish was made using AI. Interesting. I haven't heard that. I wouldn't be surprised, but I did not hear that.
The more you know.
Yeah, the more you know, really.
Are there any movies this year that you're looking forward to seeing?
Not really. I kind of wing it. When it comes out, I say, oh, do I want to watch it or no? I don't know what's coming out. So if somebody knows, you can just put it in the chat in there and I'll find out. Because I'm usually pretty late in the stuff, unfortunately. But let's see here. Let's see if somebody... Oh, Tara Crystal says, Hollywood is run by college kids who were told to make everything a teachable moment. Hence, so much political correct stuff. So they make Dirty Harriet. She's black and oppressed by white people. It's very sad because it's as if they don't have an imagination. They really don't know how to make stories again.
Yeah.
Which is why everybody's like, oh, back in the 90s. Like, yeah, because back in the 90s, you had so many good stories. And you know what? They weren't afraid. Like, who puts a dad being killed by a bunch of by wildebeests, in Lion King? Nowadays, it would have, like, if that had come out today, it would have been canceled because, it's traumatic for the kids.
Yep.
And parents, and you're a teacher, your parents would have been like screaming at you, how dare you put this on my kid? My kid has been crying every day. Like, dude, I
You
watched
could have
the
not gone to see it.
Yeah.
You could have chosen not to see it.
Or for example, like what is it in the Neverending Story? Like the scene with the horse that
Betray you. Yep.
So
that.
It's so true.
How dare you? Still traumatized. Never be okay.
No, never.
But even so, even those traumatic moments still make a mark on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they may have been, like horrible to see as a kid, but you still go back and rewatch those movies as an adult and pick up on things that you didn't notice before. And so they have that rewatchable value.
Absolutely. Like, for example, Land Before Time. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
What a way to traumatize a kid.
Yep.
Too soon. And yes, Artax, there he is.
Artax, yeah. Sorry, memes. I didn't mean to re-traumatize you.
Littlefoot. Oh my gosh. Or Homeward Bound. Another great song. And these were original tales. And you know what? I also really, really enjoyed Disney when they did, for example, White Fang. Or Iron Will. God, those movies were so great.
Yep.
I watched Iron Will with some students. What was it? Grade 6, grade 7 students? Or no, it was high school students. And they loved it. It's like, where did you see this movie? It's like, oh my gosh, this is such a great old movie. That and it teaches you so many good things. That was the Disney that's the Disney that I would love to see again. And they were live action. Great story, great acting, no quotas that had to be filled. Just awesome.
One that I love rewatching, it's animated, but Fantasia.
Oh,
love watching Fantasia. I will watch that.
Yes.
Yep. I will watch that over and over and over again.
That's
Even
a classic.
Fantasia 2000. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen that one actually. That was on my list. Oh, gotta watch
That's
it now.
good as well.
Gotta watch it. Yes, Fantasia is a gem of a movie, and that's how I fell in love also with Beethoven's music and the Nutcracker. I've always loved the Nutcracker per se because I'm a big ballet fan. But the pastoral that they do in the centaurs, and oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful.
Yep. It makes me want to rewatch it now.
Exactly. Now I'm craving to watch it. I think I'm gonna watch it this weekend. It's such a great movie.
But it's a time when people really cared and just took this music and just did creatively whatever the heck they wanted to do with it.
Yes. And they weren't afraid because there was like the scenes with like the demons that are coming out,
Yep, the right before the Ave Maria, you have the demons like eating all the other ones and stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Talk about traumatic, man.
But you know what? People still loved it.
It's true. Anyway, we're coming up to 9:30. Oh my gosh, this is the longest stream that I've had.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, I usually go for an hour and a half,
Okay.
and then I finish off at 9. But it has been so great. Actually I'm done. I'm done my little piece.
And
So,
I've actually finished the majority of the sketching for this. I'm happy with how much of a Toothless and Stitch I've got.
that's nice. And I just broke my paper. That's great.
No.
Yeah. Oh my dead serious. That was so
Oh,
painful.
no.
That's okay. But I gotta find myself some different. There it is. So there it is. This is the second time that I do this, but you see, I broke it here.
It
It peels
happens.
up. It peeled off. It's like,
Whoops.
that's okay. Maybe I can glue it, but if not, I'll see what I can do with it.
You'll
It'll teach
figure
me
out
to.
something.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been such a blast this stream. Thank you so much, Dr. Rachel, for coming by and showing us. Look at that sketch. That's so cool. It's like, dude, I wish I can sketch like that.
I also feel bad. It's like you have this awesome painting of these dragons, and I'm just like, I did a sketch. I did a rough sketch.
No, but that sketch is so good. Dang. That's pretty awesome. I got to work on my sketching, definitely. But anyway, we're coming up to the 9:30, and thank you all so much for sticking around all this time. What can I say? I'm overwhelmed. I'm humbled. I am. Dang! I'm just so happy and so thankful that that you want to stick around and you want to support this artist on YouTube. So, Dr. Rachel, would you like to tell everybody what you're up to?
Sure. Right now it's a lot of wedding planning, but yeah, just I love being around. Whenever someone's having art stream, I'll jump on. Like I said, I've always got a million projects going because you know how it is doing art. But yeah, between multiple jobs, looking for full-time teaching work, I try to do art when I can. I'm even doing some art for my wedding. So I'm making all the flowers, and my mom and I are making the dress.
Oh, wow.
So that'll be really cool. I'm sure I will post plenty of pictures of that. But, it's always nice to have streams like this, jump on, just do some kind of little art project, take your mind off things, chat about movies and Disney and all of this and Universal. It's nice to just have a little project, little something to work on, whether you're, making something to sell or just hanging out and just doing a little sketch. So thank you so much for having me on. Anything I'm working on, I post pictures all over the internet. You can find me making stuff on my channel, Adeline Crafting, or just look me up on Twitter, Saran_cosplay. I'll post whatever I'm doing. I'll leave it up there.
Thank you. Yes. All the description, everything is in the description below. If you guys click there, you're gonna find all her social medias that I could get my hands on. You can check those out. You can check out my social medias there too. I think I posted my Linktree, which takes you everywhere basically. My DeviantArt, my Spotify channel, my Twitter account, my Instagram, my official Instagram account, because now I have an official one. My personal one, it was just getting way too personal, so I put that on private and started off a new one called Gigi Crochet, and you can see everything. I post everything. It's my art portfolio. Both Instagram and DeviantArt are my art portfolios. You can check out everything that I do. Without no filters. It's just plain what it does. What you see here is what you see on those platforms. So thank you so much, everybody. If there is a stream on Saturday, it'll be a surprise because it's a surprise for me as well. If not, I will check you guys out next week, and I promise I will be on time. I apologize for the delay. That was a big, huge boomer moment for my part. At 7:30 Eastern time, as always. This open art stream, I'm gonna have other people come on, and if you're an artist and you would like to, do this, just chat, just relax, chillax, as I said, hit me a DM and we will get in touch. For now, everybody take care, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys out there in the internet verse.